Howdy y'all, Dean Stilla here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead and music news. Reporting on Dead & Company Summer Tour 2023, the final tour. And I haven't reported in quite a while. Thanks for all the messages. The messages have been relentless. I've gotten hundreds of messages about why am I not doing reviews. And so y'all have been kind. I appreciate it. So after night 2 at Citi, I thought maybe I'll come out of retirement here and do some more reviews. It's been tough. The tour started on the West Coast. My kids here in the Northeast still in school and stuff, and Little League playoffs, and my daughter's softball playoffs, and I'm managing a Geezer League softball team here myself. I broke the shoulder 2 weeks ago. Head first slide into second. I don't recommend head first slides for folks over 50. In my mind, I was Pete Rose. In my mind, I was Charlie Hustle. In my body, I was Humpty Dumpty. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's been tough. I feel like I damn near have laryngitis. As an Italian, my hands are an important part of speech. This one can't say much down here. This one's okay. This one can't say much. So I'm not sure any of you care. So last Wednesday, bands at Citi. My daughter's got middle school graduation, have to pass on that for her graduation. The last day of school was Thursday, so that all these events going on for the last day of school, we had to miss, unfortunately. But I was here tuned in, and after taking that one in, I thought maybe I'll come out of retirement and review some shows. The second night at Citi, I thought was probably my favorite show since Cornell. It's unbelievable. I'll just go over some highlights. I think they got the thing started with Stranger Franklin's, which I absolutely loved. Back in the day, when I was seeing a ton of shows back in the mid-'80s to late '80s, Strangers was the vehicle that typically gave birth to Franklin's. Prior to them busting out the Help on the Way and the Slipknot, bringing that back in Hampton in '89. Stranger was kind of the vehicle that brought you to Franklin, so I always loved that combo. It was cool to see it again, hear it again. I absolutely loved it. I go right to the second set. That memoirs of my first show, 11/11/85, Scarlet Fire, Estimated Eyes. So here we are at Citi Field in 2023, Dead & Company, Scarlet Fire, Estimated Eyes. I thought that whole segment was outstanding. I thought everything that happened during that segment was exactly as it should be. That was great stuff. I really loved it. Jay Lane has added some incredible new life to this band. Jay Lane has added power and punch, and the energy seems fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I miss Kreutzmann, and I can't wait to go see Billy and the Kids. I think that's the avenue for Bill. I think when he's playing with the Kids, he lights it up. I absolutely love that band. And I will be going to see them. Announced a couple shows, one in Baltimore, one in New York. So we definitely want to see some Billy and the Kids. They are dynamite. So, but right now, Jay Lane, he deserves a lot of credit for just infusing some new life into the proceedings here in Dead & Company land. I thought everything he's lent to this experience has been extremely positive. Love hearing them, love hearing the band. It's a different sound, but anyway, I thought it's been powerful, and I love it. The chemistry seems great between everybody. So that was an amazing segment you get prior to drums. Coming out, you're sitting here by yourself taking it in, and I'm thinking, as I'm listening from home, Watchtower do Love Light. That was my guess. I think they did one better. They give you Cumberland out of space. That's an absolute whirlwind of ecstasy. They start jamming that one, and everybody's throwing in their best. That's a great time. That Cumberland, dynamite into the Watchtower. We were a little hokey on Watchtower. He gonna fake stutter and stuff. I'm not sure that adds anything to it, especially as someone who can stutter without making believe. I'm not much for the fake stutter. Anyway, the song was good. They did a great job with Watchtower. As a mayor slayed it. That goes into the do. And now, listen, we're just extremely happy. Anytime I hear those opening notes of the do, that to me is the pinnacle of the experience. And the do, they absolutely slayed it. we are a little bit heavy on the My Honeys. There's an awful lot of My Honeys in there. So everything's a My Honey. And then he didn't have enough My Honeys. They encored with Broke Down so he could get another My Honey in to open that one. But so anyway, the jam at the end of the do was dynamite. Mayer kept the delicate part intact. That hurt. I shouldn't have done that. So Mayer kept the delicate part intact, and then when they kind of got to the end, it was an absolute fury of good things happening musically. They just slayed it. They showed a crowd shot. Everybody invested 100% into that one. Absolutely put a spike in the end of that one. Dynamite. Encore with Broke Down. So I thought night 2 at Citi for me, that's a roaster. It doesn't get much better than that, if you ask me. So now you go to Fenway, and it's like how you follow that up. Not always easy to follow up the great ones like that. And so we'll see what we're going to get at Fenway. So weather holds. Forecast has been lousy here on the East Coast for the weekend and into next week, but weather holds, it seems, for Fenway. They open up the thing with Cassidy. I thought it was playing. When they were tinkering, I thought it was going to be playing. As it ends up being Cassidy. Cassidy, interesting way to get things started. They typically don't start with a piece that goes that deep, and this was a good one. They took it deep, and so that goes into Brown Eyed. Always going to be a strong and fun song on these guys. The Miracles up next, so they're throwing some stuff in there, mixing things up a little bit. Miracles in the past I haven't been crazy about. I thought it sounded much better than most, because I had a little bit to it. So Here Comes Sunshine, I always love, and they were outstanding on that. Tennessee Jed is what it is. China Doll, absolutely beautiful. And China Doll, Oteil does a beautiful job with China Doll, and you know, that song can get you so into your mind and your heart, and you visit some darker places with that song. And Viola Lee coming after that was a great way to kind of cleanse the system and try to get some of that lingering you know, sorrowful kind of feeling off you, as Viola Lee slays into the music. Never stop, never stop, never stop, never stop, never stop, never stop. There's a lot of never stops in there. Anyway, there you go. Good first set. Not too bad. And then we get things kicked off in the second set. You get New Speedway to start things off. As I'm not certain the word Speedway belongs in that title, but anyway, I thought it was good. That's into the Dark Star. Now, Dark Star, we hit Dark Star. A lot of extremely interesting musical conversations going on during Dark Star, taking a lot of different moods and vibes and mixing that one up just right. As it goes into the other one, that's a combination that kind of keep things just the right amount of crazy, and I absolutely love that. Into Terrapin. So Terrapin, there you go. There's your big moment for the second set, the first half of the second set with the Terrapin. Always loved that. I thought it was outstanding. Drums in Space, we're going to finish the Dark Star coming out of Drums in Space with some familiar jams being played around during that Dark Star. Then we get White Peter, and this is just a song I'm never gonna like on this band. I know you guys probably thought it was great, and I don't want to take that from you. You just keep thinking that way. To me, it's less bad than it's been in the past. It's definitely less bad than it's been in the past. It's still not good. It's a Casey Jones after that, and Casey Jones absolutely raging. This is a great way to close it. Everybody having a great time. Oteil dancing like crazy over there while he's playing. The energy up there was dynamite. And, great job closing this one out with Casey Jones. You get your encore Saturday night. Weir's been a little hoarse. He's kind of been, seemed like his voice is a little bit rough, struggling with the voice a little bit through Citi and through last night. Seemed like he was a little hoarse, but it didn't stop him from hitting the big note on Saturday night. Still took the song, still went after the big note, still hit it. So tired voice or not, so he hit it. I hope it recovers. I hope some Manuka honey and some lemon and shit like that, some tea or whatever. I'm sure he'll be strong again. I hope, certainly hope so. So I thought the tour by and large has been mostly very good shows, and for the first time at Citi, I could hear a lot of Mickey. The second night, Citi, I really heard Mickey good in the mix, and he was doing some dynamite stuff back there. He was embellishing the music. He was decorating it all just right, and it was great to be able to hear him. Probably the first time in 8 years I've heard much from him while they're playing musically, other than the drum segments. But as I heard a lot, he was very forward in the mix. He hadn't been that way at all since this band started, and I heard a lot of Mickey on night 2 at Citi, and I thought it was great to be able to hear him like that. So we hope we get some more of that. So you gotta finish up Fenway tonight. Maybe after the show tonight, I'll post another review and check in, do my best to cover the rest of the tour now that we're out of school. And there's the last playoff game tomorrow night if we don't get rained out from my son. He got a championship game tomorrow night, so go Giovanni. Let's hope we win that one. But listen, on this tour, we're winning. We're all winning so far. This has been a good one. I can't wait to get to San Francisco for the final 3. Flights are booked, and I will be out there. Looking forward to it. Don't have tickets yet or anything, but I'll be there. It'll all work out as it should. And so I love y'all forever. So, hey, we're out of retirement. The final tour, the final reviews. Maybe retire forever after this. Maybe I'll review vacuum cleaners or appliances or some shit after that. Who knows? But for now, have an awesome day. Enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon.